You got to understand that life is happening for you, not to you. There's a lot of people that go through this struggle, that go through the pain, they go through the ups and downs in life. And they wonder why. Why am I going through this? Why me? Why is life putting me through all this pain? Why is life putting me through all this hardship? Why does life hate me? And the truth is, life doesn't hate you, but life knows that you could be so much greater than you are right now. You got to understand that. Life knows that you could be the best version of yourself, but you need that extra push. You need to go through pain. You see, life is your greatest teacher, and it's for you to evolve. Life is happening for you to be the best version of yourself. Life is happening for you to get 1% better each day. Life is happening for you, for your evolution, for your soul. You didn't come to earth to leave earth the same. You came to leave better, wiser, greater, more knowledgeable, having more experiences under your belt, experience in life. It's going to come with the ups and downs. It's going to come with crazy, tumultuous moments, man. Moments that you don't know if you could push through, moments harder than a rock in the Grand Canyon. You don't know if you could push these mountains, these monuments. You don't know if you could push it because it's so difficult. But the truth is you can. You chip away at it day by day. You keep grinding day by day. You keep going day by day. You keep making something happen. You'll make a way out of no way. That's how this works. You'll make a way out of no way. That's how this works. So when it comes to life being difficult, when it comes to life being hard, when it comes to hardships, you were born for this. You were made for these moments. You weren't made to be the same. You weren't made to look the same as everybody else. You weren't made to be like everybody else. You were made to be you. You understand? You were made to be the best version of yourself, right? You were made to be great. You were made to lock in. You were made to be an inspiration. You were made to tell your story, but you can't tell your story. Hear me out. Oh man, you can't tell your story if you haven't gone through anything. Ain't no chapters in your book. It's only been smooth sailing. Don't nobody want to learn from anybody like that. I want to learn from people who I know struggle too. I want to learn from people who I know came from rough and tough environments, low economic environments, right? And able to create something out of nothing. I want to hear from stories that people were on their own and they made it through. I want to hear the good and I want to hear the bad. I want to see the journey of people's lives. What's chapter 1 compared to chapter 10, compared to chapter 15? Did they take a chance on themselves? Did they take a risk to get rich? Did they believe in themselves? Did they have faith or not? Right? What is your story going to look like? Did they take a risk to go after their goals and dreams? Did they bet on themselves? You know, who are you going to be, man? What is your story going to entail? I'll tell you one thing, however you want your story to look, you got to go through some sort of pain. You got to go through those ups and downs. You got to try to push those mountains further and further. You got to keep going. You got to build those tunnels, bro. You got to keep chipping away at the rock. You got to keep going. You got to keep sculpting the life that you want. 1% better each day. 1% better each day. 1% better each day. 1% better each and every day, man. Because we only get today. I don't know about tomorrow. We may not be here tomorrow, but I know that we here right now. I know that we here today. And if I want to be great, then God is going to give me trials and tribulations in order for me to make it through, in order for me to be the best version of myself. You can't ask for courage and not go through some scary moments. You can't ask for hardships, right? You can't ask to be a great person in this world and you don't have your own story, right? How you going to help people? You need a testimony. That's what we talking about. You need a testimony in order to help people, let people know that you've been through the tough times too. You want to be this amazing person. You want to be wealthy. God's going to bring you through poverty, right? He's going to teach you what it's like to have nothing. So when you do have more, you know to remain grateful and thankful for the riches that he's brought into your life. Some of y'all don't have more in life because you're not grateful. You don't practice gratitude. That's something that you can change right now. Say it with me. Thank you, God, for my many blessings. Right now. Thank you, God, for my many blessings. Thank you, God, for my many blessings. Thank you, God, for my many blessings. We being grateful for the opportunity that we have to succeed, to be great. You know, who else? Who else, man? Who else can we be but ourselves? Who else can we be but ourselves? We were born to be original. We're born to be ourselves. You're made in God's image. You think you can't go through these trials and tribulations? You think this is what's going to stop you? This is not going to stop you. You're destined for more. You're destined for greatness, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe that you're destined for greatness. You have to believe that you were made in God's image. You have to believe that you could go through the tough times and make it through. Make a name for yourself. Make a way out of no way. As long as you got God on your side, you can't lose, bro. It's impossible. It's impossible. As men, as anybody who's watching this, but purpose-driven family, but specifically as men, bro, you can only be who you put your mind to be. Who you say you're gonna be, you got to put the work in to create that version of yourself. Who you tell the world that you are, people are going to tap on you to see if you really authentic or not. Is he original? Is he the man that he says he is? When you speak to yourself every day, are you speaking sweet nothings in your ear? Oh, I'll get to it tomorrow. Are you procrastinating? Are you lying to yourself? Or are you being brutally honest with yourself? You see, the transformation to become the person that we need to be, to become the better version of ourselves, that transformation is going to take hard work. It's going to take pain. But when you go through enough pain and when you go through enough shaping, when you go through enough molding from life, when you go through enough hardship, you become that diamond body. You become a diamond in a rough around people who did not decide to take life serious, to evolve, right? You become a diamond in a world, right? A world full of dirt, disrespectful people, people who disrespect themselves, don't love themselves, aren't doing the things that they need to do, and they aren't chasing their goals and dreams. You become, in other words, a diamond in a rough. And I got love for everybody and I respect everybody, but the ones that become diamonds, the ones that shine in a dark world had to stop being shy in their own world. They had to start taking actionable steps. They had to start believing in themselves. They had to start. They didn't procrastinate. They had to go through the pain because they knew the pain was going to make them shine like a diamond. But they had to step up in their own life. How are you going to step up in your own life? People are waiting on you, but most importantly, your future self is waiting on you. The person that you're trying to transform into, the one that's successful, the one that has a relationship with God, the one that's taking care of his mental health, the one that's making sure he's good, the one that's not drinking all the time, not partying all the time, the one that's locked in, the one that got a small circle, a couple friends, not the whole world. You know, who are you going to be? What type of person do you want to be? What type of legacy do you want to leave in this world? What type of legacy do you want to leave in this world? Right? A lot of people, they're not focused on leaving legacies no more. You see what I'm saying? Everybody want to be like everybody else. Everybody want to be like everybody else. So everybody going to get everybody else results. When you got to be like yourself, that's a little bit harder. When you ain't trying to keep up with the Joneses, that's a little bit more painful. Sometimes I ask for the pain so I could be even stronger. I could be even better and I could be even more qualified to get on this camera and motivate people. You know, I got to qualify myself each day. Each day I got to go to the gym, work out. I got to take my 10,000 steps. I got to do something. I got to keep going because I can't disappoint my future self and I can't disappoint y'all. We got to hold each other accountable. You know, everybody said they want a great life, but ain't nobody willing to do what they need to do in order for a great life. I said, everybody say they want a great life, but ain't nobody willing to do the things that they need to do in order to have a great life. It's going to take action. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take consistency. It's going to take you not understanding why life is putting you through so much pain, why God is putting you through so much pain. Maybe because you're getting special attention on your journey because you're supposed to transform into the best version of yourself. And it's getting hard right now. And it's getting scary right now. You don't know what the future holds right now. But I'm telling you, all you got to do is lock in today. All you got to do is be the best version of yourself today. All you got to do is get 1% better each and every day. All you got to do is be the greatest version of yourself. All you got to do is be disciplined. All you got to do is have self-love. All you got to do is build a relationship with God each and every day. Locking in, locking in, locking in, locking in, locking in, locking in, locking in. But you don't want to lock in, do you? You want to stay the same. You want to do the same things. The same habits that got you nowhere. The same habits where you just sitting down on a couch doing nothing instead of getting to work, instead of getting on your laptop, instead of applying for those jobs because you know you need more money, or starting that business, going after your goals and dreams, whatever you got to do to make it up out of the environment that you in right now, G. You know you don't want to be there. You know that there's more for you. You know that there's greater for you. And you got to do that for yourself. Can't nobody do the work for you. So it's going to be more painful when you understand that. Life is more painful to those who understand that they got to be the ones to put the work in to make their life better. Life is more painful for us because we understand what's necessary for us to grow and develop and be great. Life is more painful for us. So if life is painful for you, it's because you understand something that most people don't. That you gotta go through the pain. And because you going through the pain, you feel the pain. It's like, it hurts, man. This hurts, man. This sucks, man. What I'm going through, man, it's tough, man. But it's because you feel the pain. It's because you understand that you gotta go through that. You can't know that the journey's painful if you don't go through the pain. So why would you just go through the pain and not get a reward for it? You got to keep going through the pain. You got to keep showing up. You got to keep having faith. You got to keep being locked in. You got to keep building a relationship with God. You got to keep on keeping on. You got to keep up with your standards. You got to keep up with the gym. You got to keep up with your diet. You got to keep up with your brotherhood that's holding you accountable, making you purpose driven. You got to keep up. 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 Because if you don't, you're going to fade away. Because if you don't, you're going to fade to black. The darkness got you. Your lower self got you. You're going to make your lower self win. Your lower self don't give a damn about you, bro. Your lower self with the lustful habits, with the negative habits, with the unhealthy eating, with the low work ethic, with the not locking in. Is that who you want to be? That's your legacy, huh? That's who you want to be remembered as? I thought not. Yeah, you want to be remembered as the person that put his mind to something and he accomplished it. You want to be remembered as an inspiration. You want to be remembered to help people. Well, what have you been doing to help people? What have you been doing to become an inspiration? What have you been doing to leave a legacy? What have you been doing to leave a mark in this world? What have you been doing to love yourself? What have you been doing to dive deeper into your life, dive deeper into your dreams, dive deeper into your goals? What have you been doing? Some people putting in the work, most people not putting in the work. Some people come from the hood and they come from the dirt. Some people stay in the hood and they stay in the dirt. Some people grow out of old habits. Some people stay in old habits. Which one you think is harder to do? It's harder to leave. It's harder to become something different. It's harder to do different things. It's harder to speak differently, but it's worth it. We keep looking for the easy way out, but it ain't worth it. You ever thought of that? Why you think the easy way out is going to give you decent results? It doesn't work like that. That's a trick that the mind gives you. The harder the work, the harder the better the results, bro. The more you got to lock in, the better the results. Nah, but you want the results right now, don't you? Yeah, we want results quick. Yeah, that's what happens. That's why people do illegal things to get half of what somebody could get legally putting in the work. And they lose their life. They go to jail forever. People want a quick fix. Nobody wants to think about the long game. We need everything now. Now you got to think about the long game. You got to think about what's to come. Homie, you got to lock in. My best friend is me, myself, and I, bro. I got to lock in. Ain't nobody going to do this work for me. Ain't nobody going to do this work for me. I know nobody going to do this work for me. I know nobody's going to do this work for me. And I wouldn't ask nobody to, because it's my responsibility. I got to be accountable for my life. I got to lock in. I got to do the things that I need to do. I got a future self that's waiting on me to lock in, bro. He's looking at me saying, you could do better. You could do better. Marvin's Room Drake. My future self looking at me, you could do better. I'm like, man, I thought I was doing good enough. Tell me where you heard that lately. Oh, society is gonna tell you that you're doing great. The people that don't want to see you past them, They gonna tell you that you doing fantastic. Yeah, you know when you got to give more to the grind. You know when you're not doing the best. You know if you really locking in. Don't let them compliments gas your head. They want to see you left behind. Nobody's really trying to hold you accountable. Nobody's really looking out for you like that. Nobody's being honest with you about the life that you could be living and how you could be locking in. Let's keep it all the way for real. Let's keep it a buck. Nobody's talking to you the way I'm speaking to you because they want you to be mediocre just like them, but we don't want to be mediocre. So if we don't want to be mediocre, we can't put in mediocre work, because if we put in mediocre work, we're going to get mediocre results. The truth is nobody on earth is mediocre. If you put your mind to something, you could accomplish it, but you got to understand people settle for that. So we just keeping it real over here. People settle to be mediocre. Some people don't want to elevate their life. Some people don't want to put in the work. You got to understand that. You got to accept that. Y'all trying to save everybody. Let me save you. Let me help you. You not a superhero. Sit down. You can't save everybody. You got to lock in. The best way to save people, the best way to help people is you got to be the inspiration that they never seen. They never knew they needed. But now they finally seeing it. Oh, he doing this. I could do that too. Yes, you can. That's it. It's that simple. Yes, you can. You can do whatever you put your mind to. You just got to lock in, bro. How much people you know locked in? Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. A lot of people are not locked in. Why? They try to avoid pain. You thought I forgot the topic? They try to avoid pain. Oh, it's painful to lock in. Oh, it's painful to give life my all. Oh, it's painful. It's painful. It's not painful at all, man. It's not really painful at all. Once you go through the pain, you start to get numb to it. It's just another day. It's just how life is. And then you wake up one day and you in paradise, bro, because you put the work in, because you went through the war and the battles, and you know you can overcome it because you got God on your side. I said you go through the war, you go through the battles, but one day you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be in heaven, bro. Because you knew you had God on your side. You're gonna be in paradise. You're gonna be traveling the world. All your dreams is gonna come true. You got that one girl on your side that you've always wanted to lock in with. You understand what I'm saying, bro? Like, we gotta go out there and we gotta get it, man. We gotta go out there and get it, man. Cause ain't nobody gonna give it to us. Ain't nobody gonna provide the life that we want for ourselves, for us. We gotta be the ones to want more. We gotta be the ones to lock in. We gotta be the ones to go and get it. Us, me, you. Y'all gotta understand, man. From the bottom of my heart, I got a lot of love for y'all. I want to see y'all win. This is the type of work that I'm doing. I'm gonna keep doing this until the day that I die. I'm always gonna open up this camera and I'm always gonna speak to y'all each and every day. It's for purpose-driven men. It's for purpose-driven family. It's for purpose-driven women. We need to help everybody. Share this stuff with everybody. It's not just a call to action. Yeah, share my content, this and that. It's not about me. It's about the message, man. I don't ask y'all for nothing, man. Everything that y'all do is voluntary. That's why I love y'all. That's why I appreciate y'all. Whether y'all getting merch, whether you sharing this with people, whether you posting it on social media, y'all got to understand that I appreciate y'all, that I got a lot of love for y'all, and it's sincere. But please, bro, when I tell y'all this, hear me out. Try to share this with your friends, because the one thing that I wish I did, in my friend group, I wish we shared more motivational videos like this, man. I wish I'd been on content creators similar to me when I needed it back then, but I couldn't find nobody. I wish that the friend group was sharing videos like this, but now I'm doing it. Now I'm motivating people, inspiring people. It's a message. It ain't about me, man. I want y'all to share it with your friends. It's good to share memes and stuff like that. It's good to have a good laugh and share comedy or share a post, or talk about the news, like all that is cool. I ain't trying to intrude on nobody's friend group. But when I say share this with your friends, it ain't that you trying to save them. You can't help everybody, but share this with the ones that you think have the potential to be purpose driven, to join the brotherhood. People who need to see this type of stuff and get this message, man. Don't just hold it on to yourself. You got to share the message. That's all that this is. This is about sharing the message and making more and more and more and more people purpose driven, man. That's what it's about, man. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video, and just understand that I'm rooting for you. All right. Peace.